So today's topic is personal effectiveness and communication. So personal effectiveness. So how come you can be very effective personally with a good time management? Personal development competence frameworks, like you should be making yourself very competent for a particular task, and then with coaching, with mentoring, and with counseling. And personal development plans also you should have. And conflict resolution. How does conflict arise? You should see managing interpersonal conflicts and conflict in what do you mean by interpersonal, Tanya? Any clue? Hello?
Hello, yes, sir.
Yeah, what do you mean by interpersonal? Any clue, any idea about this? Have you come across this interpersonal word? So it is
Yes, sir.
between
I have
people
like
to people. Okay,
communication or some
people to
sort.
people. Yeah, people to
Yes,
people.
sir.
So between two persons. So who are like somewhat connected. So these kind of conflicts we should be managing conflict within the team and a win-win approach. Then communication in the workplace, how it should be. And effective communication, informal communication. Now, types of communication, communication networks. So types of communication is nothing but what kind of communication you should have with people, and what are the types of communication which are existing. Okay, and then communication networks, like in the company, how what kind of communication networks are essential or should be there in the companies. Then communication model, like how they model a kind of communication which should happen, how the communication can be very effective. And these are under the effective communication. And communication in workplace generally is more formal, but there can be some informal communication as well, like grapevine gossips. Importance of informal communications cannot be ruled out, cannot be ignored. And then comes the information in the organization, and what are the qualities of good information. If some info you are getting from what kind of source, that matters. If it's from reliable sources, the quality is of utmost high quality, you can expect that. And then improving the communication systems, clearing up misunderstandings, general faults in the communication process, what they are, because these all come under barriers of effective communication. And then culture. Now comes the personal effectiveness. There are different views of what is meant by personal effectiveness. The following are examples of what is usually understood by personal effectiveness at work. Maximizing the quality and quantity of your output, first and foremost thing. Ability to communicate well with your colleagues, second thing. You should be the one who should be doing your task perfectly. You should be you should be doing quality work, and you should be the quantity of the work also. You will be what you should be performing should be high quantity. That means in a given time, if you can perform more tasks, then you are more efficient. Then ability to communicate well with your colleagues. Okay, and then utilizing your talents and skills and energy to achieve goals, both your own personal goals and those of your employer. And personal effectiveness also involves managing yourself, being proactive about the tasks that need to be done at work, not waiting for your line managers to tell you what to do. Okay, so personal effectiveness involves managing yourself, being very active about the tasks that need to be done at workplace, and not waiting for your line managers to tell you what to do. Then prioritizing and planning. You should be keeping like some tasks at priority and then plan. These are discussed in more detail in the section on time management below. Then you should be assuring that there should be quality in your tasks what you perform. Then checking the quality of your own work, developing good working relations with your colleagues and your managers, adopting an appropriate style to fit in with culture of the organization and to give a professional image. Then comes time management. That means doing the tasks on the in the given time frame. So time management is the process of allocating time to tasks in the most effective manner. Importance of time management. The scarcest resource we know is time. No amount of investment can add more hours to the day or week to the year. Okay. No amount of investment can add more hours. That means you cannot buy time. You cannot increase the number of hours in a day or days in a week. So all we need to do is within the given time frame, we need to perform our tasks. So all we can do is take steps to make more effective use of time, which is available to us. Planning how to spend our time is as normal to us as planning how we will spend our income, right? So how we should spend our time is as normal to us like how we plan to spend our income. Like they have given time, they have given utmost importance to time. So how you spend your time is like how you spend your income, and you should already have considerable experience of both, because both you should plan to spend your money. You should plan to uh, like perform your tasks on time. You should plan. So both, in both the cases you require to plan. To be worth their pay, every employee needs to add more value than they cost per hour. If you do the same exercise for the whole team, you can see how expensive the time of your section actually is, and why keeping colleagues waiting to start a meeting or training course is more serious than just a breach of manners. So to be worth their pay, every employee needs to add more value than they cost per hour. That means how much you are spending. Let's say you are spending $1, so you should be trying your level best to get $2 at least, or more than this, whatever, because you should be able to recover the cost, and also you should be making some money. So you should be trying to add more and more value. So if you do the same exercise for the whole team, you can see how expensive the time is of your section actually is. So if you like how much time how is it worth to pay the entire team, it is only worth to pay the entire team if they add more value than the cost what we are incurring to maintain a team, right? So and why keeping colleagues waiting to start a meeting or training course is more serious than just a breach of manners. So it is so like it is if they are not mannered properly, or they are there's a breach of manners. So what is more important is to start a meeting or training course, you have to take that more seriously. Okay. So it is important therefore that managers work as efficiently as possible. That is what we want from the managers to be done. Managers in the company, that means the management wants that from the managers. Then comes the principles of time management. Principles of time management, effective time management. First, there should be goals. There should be focus. Okay. Goals has to set. Goals has to be set. Focus should be there. There should be urgency. Priority there should be priorities, action plans, and then organization. That means you should be doing the task in a well organized way. So goals, if you have an idea what it is you are supposed to accomplish, all the time in the world will not be long enough to get it done. So see, goals are nothing but what you want to achieve, what you want, where you want to reach, right? So if you have no idea what it is you are supposed to accomplish, see, if you are not having any aims, okay, then all the time in the world will not be long enough to get it done. So nor is there any way of telling whether you have done it or not. So if you have certain aims, ambitions, you should also be trying your level best to accomplish that, and you should set a time frame to do that. Then your goal should be smart. This is a mnemonic. So smart is nothing but your goal should be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. Without this element is also very important related to goals. Then you should be taking action plans, set out how you intend to achieve your goals. Then you should be looking what your priorities are. Okay, which task to perform first, which is more valuable. Then focus working on one thing at a time until it is finished where possible. Urgency, some tasks are very urgent. Do those now. Do not put off large, difficult, or unpleasant tasks simply because they are large, difficult, or unpleasant. Organizing your work apart from working to plans, checklists, and schedules. Your work organization might be improved by the following. So it's not only working plans, apart from working to plans, checklists, and schedules. Your work organization might be improved by the following. What is that? How you can improve your work organization, or you can properly organize your work in ABCD method of in-tray manage an ABCD method of in-tray management. Resolve to take one of the following approaches. So what is that? Act on them immediately. So what you should do is you should be having the following approaches. You should act on them immediately. Bin it if you are sure it is worthless, irrelevant, and unnecessary. That means whatever the task you are performing, if you think that some is irrelevant, some is not that important, you bin it, throw it away. Worthless or useless tasks. Create a definite plan for coming back to the item. Get it on your schedule, timetable, or to-do list, and delegate it to someone else to handle. Now, organize your work in batches. Batches should contain jobs requiring the same activities, files, equipment, and so on. Take advantage of your natural work patterns. Self-discipline is aided by developing regular hours or days for certain tasks, like dealing with correspondence first thing or filing at the end of the day. So whatever you are doing naturally and with self-discipline, if you can uh, like uh, have some proper strategy and plan of doing your tasks or work, then you can do it in the in the best possible way. Then what are the barriers to effective time management? What do you think are barriers to good time management? Can you give some answers for this, Tanya?
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
Some of the possible barriers to good time management must be like,
Laziness.
yes, sir, and lack of priority, too many interruptions,
Yeah, lack of priority. Too many interruptions.
and stressed maybe.
Yeah, that is also a good thing to mention here. Stressed. Okay. Now,
Yes.
so today we cannot imagine the world without information technology. We are very much, you know, we are very much used to this information technology. That means we get information at a very fast pace. You can say blink of an eye. So like everything is available today, right? And we can get everything with our fingertips. So on the mobiles or on the computers, laptops. So advances in IT have pervaded the workplace over the last few decades. Yes, providing opportunities to improve the personal effectiveness of all employees. This section highlights the most important developments. Just a second, Tanya. Just give me a second. Yeah, next, the mobile computing. Mobile computing has been enabled by development in mobile devices such as smartphones, tablet computers hooked up to the internet using high-speed mobile internet connection. Cloud computing, whereby applications and data stored in cloud enable employees to access their work applications remotely using mobile devices. So today you can use mobile devices and you can perform your tasks anywhere in the globe, right? You just need to have an internet connection. Mobile computing has enabled greater flexibility in working patterns, such as being able to work from home. It also enables businesses that are distributed geographically to communicate more easily. Yes, work from home option has come out right for people. Communication platforms and social media. So what are we studying? We are studying about communication, right? So mobile phone also has become one of the biggest, also the mobile like computing, that is using laptop and all, you can do a lot of tasks from home. That means communication can happen now anywhere in the world, sitting any place. So communication platforms and social medias, communication platforms such as Microsoft Teams or Slack enable employees to collaborate more easily and share information and knowledge. See, for previously what used to happen, people have to visit places for meetings and seminars, but now everything can happen online virtually. So bulletin boards where messages can be posted, video conferencing allowing one or more people in different locations to see and hear each other and share screens, file sharing facilities enabling collaboration, online meetings. Then online training facilities have come with Adobe Connect or WebEx or Skype. Many universities are using these kind of packages for online live lectures and office automation. Many tasks that were previously performed manually have to be automated, leading to less routine work for professionals. This enables staff to focus on high level tasks that cannot be automated. Please go for this real life example and tell me what's happening here, Tanya. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm looking through it.
Yeah. Yes. What are they saying?
Yes, sir. It is saying that the work of bookkeepers has been transformed as the development of because of the
Yes, some
development of the
cloud-based accounting packages like Zero and
children
QuickBooks has come, right?
Yes, sir. And they are also saying that these packages can import bank transaction from bank systems and saving the bookkeeper's time for so it is doing it itself by itself, right? So it's saving the bookkeeper's time by entering the transactions manually and also that the systems can prepare tax returns and submit these to the tax authorities online and they can be accessed from any device with an internet connection, enabling staff in different locations to enter accounting transactions and view accounting reports.
Reports. Yeah. Ineffectiveness at work. So employees and teams can be ineffective in the following ways: failing to communicate, example problems, delays. So just a second. Employees and teams can be ineffective in the following ways: failing to communicate. So if there is a failure of communication, then definitely problems and delays will arise. Failing to meet deadlines, failing to comply with job specifications, These are all signs of ineffectiveness and failing to deliver the exact product needed. Ineffectiveness could lead to the following impacts on the performance of organization. What? Potential problems are not identified, and so no countermeasures can be taken in time to prevent the problem arising, right? So potential in the future, there can be some problems which you would not be like identifying at times, because of which countermeasures cannot be taken on time to prevent the problem arising. Problems are not dealt with as they arise. That is because of the ineffectiveness, right? Deadlines are not met. Customers are angry and go elsewhere. These all are because of the ineffectiveness. This can lead to all these impacts. If you don't perform things on time, definitely you're going to pay the price. Personal development competence frameworks. So competence framework, a list of the knowledge, skills and competences that are expected for a particular role within the organization. So if you want to be competent enough to work in an organization, you should have knowledge of the task you're going to perform, skills in that particular area, and also you should be competent enough. Okay, that is expected from you if you want to play a particular role within the organization. An employee's job description should include a competence framework, and the employee should be encouraged to keep up to date with developments in their field. So employee's job description should include a competence framework. That means what kind of skills, knowledge you should always be possessing. If you want to perform a particular or certain task, an employee should be encouraged to keep up to date with developments in their field. This may involve regular attendance at conferences. Yeah, see, if you want to be more updated, you should be regularly attending the conferences and update courses as part of your professional development. So having a defined set of competences that are necessary for a job should help an organization in the following ways: assisting effective recruitment as a tool for performance evaluation, identifying skills, gaps, and planning training and development activities. So what are they saying? Assisting effective recruitment. See, having a set, having a defined set of competences. That means the skills, knowledge, and certain list of skills and knowledge what a person should possess. Having a defined set of competences that are necessary for a job should help an organization in the following ways. If some X, Mr. X is possessing, is having is having good skills and knowledge and is competent enough to do a task, then they should be, like be helping the organization in many ways. They can assist for effective recruitment. So that's what they're saying. Having a defined set of competencies that are necessary for a job should help an organization in the following ways: assisting effective recruitment. If someone is having good amount of skills, knowledge, and is competent enough to do a job, then he can be recruited. As a tool for performance evaluation and identifying skills, gaps, and planning training and development activities. If they are skilled, okay. If they're not skilled, then how they can be properly trained and developed as per the planning. That should be safe. There's a real life example. ACCA developed Career Navigator that identifies several core capabilities that ACCA qualified accountants must possess. The capabilities relate to a range of areas such as ethics, motivation, sustainability, digital, and insight. The Career Navigator framework can be found on the ACCA website. So what it should be, that you ACCA member should be possessing, so that they may have very strong capabilities to become a qualified accountant. Okay, so those are available in the website, you can check that. And the capabilities what they want in an accountant is ethics, motivation, sustainability. That means should be sustaining or continuing for a long period of time, and then also having digital skills and also a proper insight, or they should be like, they should be thinking uh, about, or they should have a strong thought process. Okay, then coaching, mentoring, and counseling. Trainee may have access to experienced employee So the trainee can be trained by a experienced employee, right, who has been in the company or field since long time. So trainee may have access to experienced employee. He can be a coach, mentor, counselor, so provides targeted guidance on how to do a task for current role. Okay. Mentor, of course, from mentor you expect long-term career support and development. Coach, some targeted guidance on how to perform a task, and counselor helps the trainee to help themselves. So they counsel. Coaching is where a trainee is put under the guidance of an experienced employee. For coaching to succeed, the following steps are appropriate. Learn, establish learning targets, plan systematic learning and development program, identify opportunities to broaden trainees' knowledge and experience, allow for trainees' strengths and weakness, exchange feedback with trainee about their program. Then mentoring is nothing but it's a long-term relationship. Someone is a mentor, long-term relationship. Mentor is not usually the individual's immediate superior. Mentoring covers a wide range of issues and concerns, and counseling, helping them in various areas where they are not like up to the mark. So counseling should be performed by a trained person on a professional basis to resolve problems or issues in workplace. Example, motivation, management, relationship. Effective counseling is important because it motivates individuals, reduces conflict in the department, aids management's understanding of issues. Result of these three elements is an increase in productivity and efficiency, of course. And because motivation, conflict resolution, and helping the management in understanding issues would definitely increase the productivity and efficiency. There are three key stages in counseling: recognition and understanding, empowering, finding solutions, resourcing the solutions. The manager should help the employee to recognize and deal with issues rather than merely to provide a solution. So how to deal with things so that they may like in the future deal themselves and may not always be depending. Okay. So personal development plans. A personal development plan is an action plan for an individual that incorporates a set of developmental opportunities, including formal training. Systematic approach to personal development planning might include the following steps. Select the area for development, then have an objective which is like what is the mnemonic SMART means? Objective should be SMART means what? Hello? What do you mean
Yes,
by
sir.
this? What is SMART mean?
Um, Specific, measurable, attainable,
Measurable,
realistic, and
attainable,
time bound.
time bound, and R is
R is realistic, sir.
realistic. Determine how to move towards the objective, formulate detailed plan action and detailed action, secure agreement to action plan, implement action plan, review and monitor plan once running. Okay. So this is what we have discussed right now. You can do it as a homework. There are how many like topics in this? Third and fourth, right? Hello. Third, fourth, and fifth and sixth also is
No,
there.
sir. We have eighth one too.
Okay, there are 8 topics in this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll do the third one then, no problem. Conflict and conflict resolution. How does conflict arise? First of all, conflict is the clash of opposing forces, including the personalities, interests, opinions, or beliefs of individuals and groups. Conflict often arises within and between teams because of number of factors. Just a second. So power and resources are limited. So how does conflict arise? So conflict is clash of opposing forces. There are two forces and they are like, when we say that they are in conflict, that means they are opposing each other. And that can be due to some because they are different personalities, they have different interests, they have different opinions, they have different beliefs. Conflict often arises within and between teams because of a number of factors. Power and resources are limited and sometimes scarce in the organization. Individuals and groups compete for them, fearing that more someone else has, the less there is to go around. So power and resources are limited, sometimes scarce in the company. So individuals and groups compete for them. See, someone wants to be in power, so everyone can't be on the top foremost on the topmost position. Only one can be. So all fight for it, and fearing that more someone else has and less there is to go around. That means they think that if someone has more power, then others can't do anything because they lack the power. So individuals and teams have their own goals, interests, and priorities, which may be incompatible. Not, you cannot like they may have different opinions and mindsets. There may be differences and in compatibilities of personality between individuals, resulting in clashes. There may be differences and incompatibilities of work methods and timescales and working styles, so that individuals or teams frustrate each other with apparent lack of coordination. Difference and competition by themselves do not lead directly to conflict. Yeah, see, there may be differences and people compete, but that may not lead to conflict. Conflict can even be a positive force if harnessed correctly. Constructive conflict can be useful in following situations where assumptions made by the team need to be challenged to challenge overly optimistic beliefs in team's competence. See, healthy competition everyone wants. Rivalry should not be something or like which should lead to some kind of brawl or clashes or destructive conflict. Constructive is good. So in order to take advantage of benefits of constructive conflict, managers need to encourage people to speak frankly. Constructive conflict needs to be managed to ensure it does not escalate into destructive conflict. However, they can escalate or deteriorate into destructive conflict if there is a poor or limited communication, assumptions go unchallenged, misunderstandings go unclarified, and feelings are left undealt with. Yes, that may make mountain of things, and may increase the rivalry and increase the misunderstandings to a highest level, and then can be a destructive conflict. There's poor coordination, working relationships are not managed or structured, and so are subject to interpersonal problems or unchecked competition. There are status barriers. Problems in the relationship are glossed over by superior asserting authority or hidden by subordinate feeling powerless or threatened. And work demands put pressure on individuals and teams. So competition may escalate, feelings may become less manageable under stress, and there may be little time allowed for interpersonal problem solving. Show how conflict may be positive or constructive and destructive or negative. Can you just put some light on this and try to explain this? Can you give the answer for this, Tanya? Hello?
Hello, sir.
How it can be constructive and positive or destructive or negative?
Yes, sir. Conflict can be constructive if it affects attention of individuals, of any
Positive.
individual. Yes, sir. Positive. And if it brings emotion out of the person into the open, and so that they can discuss about how their plans are.
Yes.
And if it can be destructive, if
Just
you
one
know
point. Any other points?
mm, it gives many ideas, sir. uh, if it is constructive, it can give many ideas, solutions, if you want me to precise.
See, it can be positive if it is taken in a positive manner,
Yes, sir.
with optimism, and
Yes.
never feeling like someone is like kind of doing it to show someone like down, or it's like people like take the ideas and they try to also think on that, okay, rather than always opposing, and setting up a positive environment. Destructive is like negative environment, always
Yes, sir.
misunderstanding, poor coordination, etc.
Yes, sir.
So we'll start from here tomorrow. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Yeah, 3.2. We will see tomorrow if possible. We'll try to finish this. Fine.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Sure.
Okay. Okay,
Sure.
Tanya. Thank you.